Hi, my name is Hayyat. I'm a legal advocate at the Domestic Abuse and Sexual Assault Crisis Center of Warren County. My role is to support survivors of domestic violence and sexual assault in navigating the legal system. I help provide their legal options, and I also appear in court as a support to survivors. A question that I hear the most often is, what are some of my legal rights surrounding sexual violence? So let's start off by talking about what is classified as a sexual offense. Sexual offenses include, but are not limited to, sexual assault, criminal sexual contact, lewdness, and invasion of privacy. Under the New Jersey Sexual Assault Victim Bill of Rights, survivors have the right to have any allegation of sexual assault treated seriously. Survivors have the right to speak to a victim advocate and to be notified of existing medical, counseling, mental health, and other services available to the victims of the sexual assault, whether or not the crime is reported to law enforcement. Survivors have the right to be free from any suggestions that the victims are responsible for the crimes that were committed against them. Survivors have the right to be free from any suggestion that the victim is to report the crimes that were committed against them in order to have rights or in order to seek services. Survivors have the right to no-cost access to the services of a sexual assault response team, including a certified forensic nurse examiner, a confidential sexual violence advocate, and a law enforcement official, and the choice to opt in or out of any of the team services. Survivors have the right to be informed of the right to be confidentially or anonymously tested for AIDS, HIV, or any other related virus identified as a probable cause of AIDS. Survivors have the right to forensic medical evidence, if it's collected, retained for a minimum of 5 years, and to receive the information about the status of the evidence upon request. Survivors have the right to choose whether to participate in any investigation of the assault. Survivors have the right to reasonable efforts to provide treatment or interviews with language accessibility and to accommodate disabilities that the victim might have. Survivors have the right to information and assistance in accessing specialized mental health services, protection from any further violence, services provided by the VCCO, which is the Victim Crime Compensation Office, and all other assistance available to crimes under the current law. Survivors have the right to be told of the availability and the process by which a court may order the taking of testimony from a victim, and survivors have the right to be told of the availability and the process by which to seek a protective order through the SASPA Act. If you or someone that you know is a survivor of any sexual offense, just know that you have rights and that DASACC believes you. For additional support, contact your local domestic violence and sexual assault agency and ask to speak to your legal advocate.